Focused attention meditation. This is a style of meditation practice in which you identify one object of attention that acts as your anchor for the present moment. So this is really helpful, especially at the beginning of meditation practice, so that you have one very specific object of attention that you can keep returning to again and again when your mind wanders away. And so one very useful object of attention, and maybe the most common one that you'll find in different guided meditation practices, is the use of the breath. And it's not because the breath is some spiritual, sacred thing, although you could see it that way. It's just because the breath is constantly available, it's always moving, and so it's always something that you can pay closer and closer attention to. And so, for example, if you want to try it with me, gather yourself, and we'll use the breath in a very specific way as our object of attention and anchor for the present moment. And so try for the next few seconds to become aware of the sensations of the breath right at the tip of the nostrils. And so feel the air coming in through the tip of the nostrils, the pause between breaths, and then the air as it goes back out of the nostrils. And you can notice the air cool as it comes in, and then warm as it leaves. And you can also notice that it's not that there are separate parts of the breath, but that the breath is constantly moving. And so in a focused attention practice, using the breath as your object of attention, you can follow the breath as if it's one continuous wave, and you can keep going deeper and deeper as it takes you further and further into just the present moment. And so another way to think of this is as a glass of water. So here's your mind, and you're attempting to go in and see the world more clearly by using meditation practice. And so you can think of all the stuff in your daily life, all of your wandering thoughts, as all this stuff that's shaking up. And so you attempt to have that be still and be able to see clearly through the water via meditation practice. And so you go in, and what happens is the water starts to really shake up because you don't have all the normal things that you typically have to interact with. And so your mind starts going back into habitual patterns, and your mind starts shaking up. And so it's really helpful to have this object of attention, the breath, to come back to. And so you can notice when you start shaking up, and then come back to the breath. Okay, the breath is my anchor for the present moment. And then you'll do that for a little bit, and your mind will start wandering again. It'll start shaking back up. And then you can just notice that and then come back. And then do that again and again and again until gradually the shaking only lasts for a little bit and the water becomes clearer and clearer. You can see more and more clearly. And this can help you to then be open to some different types of meditation practice that I'll talk more about in the future. But that can give you an idea of why focused attention practice can be so beneficial for you and why we often use the breath for that purpose. But it can be really anything, any body sensations or any particular thing that you might use to focus your attention and continue to come back again and again.